Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, and salutations and shalom to the elect. Alright, this is just something interesting that I thought it was interesting, because I myself, I'm not a big video game person, but I like video games, But, this is gonna be huge, whether you believe it or not, it's gonna be a huge thing, because this is gonna have two side effects, But as you can see, the title says Microsoft building a diskless Xbox One for release in 2019. In the wake of the news that Sony will not be attending E3 next year, Microsoft's hardware plans for 2019 will likely be a huge win for the brand and for gamers. The company is planning to release an updated console next year, but this device will not be in the Scarlett family, according to people familiar with the company's plans. The Scarlett devices are Microsoft's next-gen consoles and are not expected until 2020, but in 2019, the company is planning to release a diskless console. And if this is making you nervous because you have a large collection of physical discs for your current Xbox, Microsoft has you covered. In addition to the new console, there will be a disc-to-digital program that, as the name states, turns your physical games into digital downloads. The idea is that you can take your discs to a participating retailer like the Microsoft Store and trade in your discs for a digital download. The goal with the new console is to lower the price point for the hardware. Currently, it costs about $299 to buy into the Xbox One family of devices. Microsoft is looking to lower the price by possibly as much as $100. The new console price point is expected to be $200 or less. In addition, the company also has a revised Xbox One SKU that is targeted for later in the year that focuses solely on cost reduction, but does not feature a disk drive for those who still prefer the traditional way to buy your games. Microsoft is moving forward very carefully with this product, as it knows that a sizable portion of its users do prefer to buy physical games and not download them. As for Scarlett, Microsoft is still trying to decide if that console will include a disk drive, but should be making the final decision here shortly. Under Phil Spencer, Microsoft is investing heavily in its Xbox brand and announced the acquisition of a couple of new gaming studios over the weekend. When you pair this new hardware with the upcoming streaming service the company is developing, the road ahead for Xbox fans is incredibly bright. With this new Xbox One Slim, and I don't know what its retail name will be yet, the company is working on finding new ways to lower the cost of entry into the Xbox family without sacrificing the core gaming experience. Don't be surprised if that company trims up other aspects of the console to help save a few pennies, although I don't expect storage to be on the chopping block at this time. As for when the console will be becoming available, I had intentionally heard in the spring of 2019 was the target, as this device is well on its path to production. As for when Microsoft will greenlight the product for retail distribution, that's still to be determined, and even though they could still cancel the device at this time, I don't expect it to become available sometime next year. Okay, now and like I said, this before I get into it, this is gonna cause two things. This is gonna cause companies like GameStop and other small gaming retailers to go out of business, all right, which is gonna cause loss of jobs, because this is gonna happen, and I made a video about it a long time ago. That ESO is gonna start from the littlest things all the way to the biggest things. Everything in this world is gonna require for you to have that RFID chip, right? Even you playing video games, all right. And I just heard too, that Chicago, they're gonna start paying a service fee for people who have a PlayStation 4. And if you play a PlayStation 4 in Chicago, you're going to have to pay the city of Chicago, a fee just to play a PlayStation 4. They want money on everything, man. All right? But that's ESO. All right? It said over here, ESO said he's going to make this console, cheap, and that's the trick, man. All right? ESO Esau is smart, man. All right, because that's what he's gonna do with the RFID chip, man. All right, because the scripture said he calls of all small and great. So Esau's gonna come up with a plan to the masses of the people to get the chip. It might say, you'll be debt free if you get this RFID chip. All your debt will be forgiven. Esau's smart, man. He'll make something like that. It'll come with $5,000 in it if you and plus you get all your debt forgiven. It will wipe out your debt. You don't have to pay debt anymore if you get this RFID chip. And Esau's gonna do something like that, man. Might. I'm not saying that's exactly what he's gonna do, but he might do something like that. Because this is the devil that we're talking about, the so-called white man. All right. It says about having physical discs. All right, because in the video game industry, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but for a video game company to bring out a video game, it has to pay a lot of money, for the to advertise the game and stuff like that, as well as putting the game on the discs. All right, they have to pay the manufacturer to put their game on the discs. All right, and that's gonna save money, if you go discless, and that's gonna cause the disc industry to go out of business, because really in reality nobody uses discs anymore. The only thing that's keeping the disc industry up is the video games. All right, nobody buys movies anymore, nobody buys music anymore. Everybody goes online now. You got different online services like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. I gotta make this video quick, my battery's dying, but all right, and stuff like that. And when these video games come out, the new Xbox, new Play, they're not gonna require discs anymore. Okay, which means GameStop's going out of business. And I read an article about GameStop going out of business. All right. Smaller companies, like little Chinese video game stores. I don't know if you guys have them around where you at, but where I'm at, there's a little game store, that's owned by Moab, because Moabites are into video games heavily out there in China. But like I said, this is gonna cost a lot of this is gonna jobs. You don't have to wait online for a game anymore. You just wait in your house. But even with that, by waiting online, the servers can even crash. Because there's gonna be so many people trying to buy that one game. It's gonna cause the server to crash. And that's gonna happen. All right, because it happened with the Mayweather and Pacquiao. The pay-per-view it crashed because so many people were trying to buy it. But yeah, man. You see, Esau is attacking the things that people use the most, man. And Esau knows that the whole world is into video games, man. All right? No matter if you're male, female, age, whatever, you got 20, 30, 40, 50, year-olds that play video games, man. The video game industry is very big, and Esau is smart, man. All right? He's very intelligent. All right? I'm going to close out with this scripture. All right, Revelation 13:16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, and that's that RFID chip. All right, this is programming the people for the RFID chip. I know this ain't for no diskless. Really, that's not the main ultimate motive. The main ultimate motive is to program the people already, man. Get rid of this cash. Get rid of the discs. Get rid of all that, man. Everything's going digital. All right, so that way when we bring out this RFID chip, no matter what it is in the world, wherever you go, you're gonna have to pay with an RFID chip. All right. I won't be surprised if these video games come with a scanning bar for the RFID chip. Because obviously it's not gonna require for you to use credit cards anymore after they're done with the cash. All right. And then sooner or later they're gonna get rid of the credit cards, and then the cell phones are gonna be next, and then they're gonna say RFID chip is the only way to buy, and that's forcing you. And they're gonna, like the scripture says, they're gonna willingly force this on you, or your life's gonna be on the line. They're gonna put your life on threat, man. This is Esau, the devil that we talking about, the so-called white man. All right. But with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, Salutations and shalom to the elect. Till next time, shalom.